Yes. Okay, so hello everybody. We're with the PATCO Level 1 2020 course. We're in our next to last session, virtual session. And today we are going to work on coaching and teaching methodology. And this is really important because, you know, almost anyone can open a book and watch a training program and follow it, and it will be possibly good or possibly bad or possibly decent, possibly adapted to what they need and possibly not, but there will be a training plan. And the thing is that coaches do not just write training plans. As we saw on the first day, coaches also organize facilities, workouts, and very, very important, we communicate with athletes.
In a minute.
Sorry, I'm going to mute you, Justin. Okay. And so the idea is that we're going to work also on how to organize a training session, okay? We're not just going to plan a training plan and give it to everybody, but we're also going to need to learn to organize a training session and to teach in different ways. Coaches are teachers, coaches are leaders, coaches are people that work with other people in order to help them realize their dreams, okay, and their objectives. So you guys have a really important task and we're going to work on that today. So I'm going to share my screen now. What I wanted you to see, I sent it anyways, but what I wanted you to review is a little bit of this, which is kind of small, so I'm just going to put it bigger. And this is really easy, okay? So these are the different ways of teaching. Of course, there are 1,000 more, like with games and with other options, but these are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really good ones. So we have the direct order, which all of you know. No, it's the easiest one. You're the coach and you dictate what people are going to do, and everybody does as you say, and that's the joy of being a coach. That's not true, but anyway. Then you have task assignment, reciprocal learning, facilitated discovery, problem solving, and individual education. So what I did is this. Exactly the same thing. The same skill is taught in 6 different ways. So if I want to teach breaking, a direct order would be, I would tell people to write slowly, break lightly with right hand, left hand, then both hands, and they would learn breaking, okay? That's a direct order, really easy to do. If I were to do it via task assignment, still same breaking while on a bicycle, I would give the task to the people to stand next to their bike, use both brakes to review which one is the front and which one is the rear, brake separately to see how does the bike respond to each brake, ride slow with both hands simultaneously, and increase the speed and brake harder. So I would give these tasks to the people and allow them to do it on their own time. And this would be a little bit more athlete-led, but still very coach-led. So we are in a continuous... Sorry. Okay. And then, if we were in reciprocal learning, what would happen is that I would pair you up and you would follow these same tasks, but as couples. And then one of you would be an observer and note the bike reaction when braking, and the other would be executing and would comment on bike feel, and the observer should be able to correct braking technique. And so the athletes would be more involved in their learning. So if you see here, each of these ways needs more involvement of the athlete, less involvement of the coach, more planning by the coach, okay? So if you are a very novice coach, this would be the easiest. If you become a really experienced coach, you should be able to do this, okay? But we're still going through here. If you to teach learning breaking by facilitated discovery, you would tell the people that at the end of this session, you should be able to tell me which one uses rear or front brake, and comment of bike feel and reaction when using each and both brakes. And you would allow the athletes to do their thing. And then at the end of the session, you would ask the questions and see what happens. So this is still kind of coach-led, but now you let the athletes practice and feel and go faster or slower or anything. A very important thing is that when you plan these types of sessions, you should be able to guarantee the safety of the athletes, okay? So you should probably do any of these sessions in a place where there are no cars, not in a busy road, and start planning for that, okay? If the people were to learn braking by problem solving, then you would give them these problems, let them find out what their body positions should be when braking hard, what kind of issue might arise when braking suddenly with their clip pedals on, how would they brake when raining, slippery ground, gravel. You would give them these problems to solve, and you wouldn't give any instruction, and they would need to solve it. So for example, the hand signals task was kind of problem solving, because you didn't know the answers. I just gave you the task, and you had to find out, and you can even create your own hand signals or use the drawings to put your different hand signals that would work in your own countries. So that would even be better than having it on the cycling book. See what I did here? So now, if it's going to be through individual education, if we see here, the coach provides the subject and structure, and the student should act alone on the decision process. So this would be completely athlete-led, and this would be completely coach-led, and this continuum is each time less coach-led and more athlete-led. Okay, so individual education, you would give these tasks to the athletes, and they should be able to design braking lesson while braking while cycling class, which elements should be present, how long should it take, how can you increase difficulty, which issues might arise, and how could they guarantee athletes safe. The athletes would need to participate in, they would need to design this lesson, okay? In all these ways, the learning process will be different. Usually, when the athletes are more involved in their learning process, they will actually learn better. You learn better by doing than by just reading, okay? So in the spirit of this, we are going to start with the lesson, and you are going to be the ones to do the homework today, okay? So what we're going to do is the following. I'm going to divide you in breakout rooms. Again, we're going, give me please 5 names of people that can share their screen so that we can organize the rooms. You can do it on the chat or on the WhatsApp, or just raising your hand. So the first one, Canes, okay. You have group number 1, okay? Canes is in group number 1. Then who also can share their screen? Please raise a hand, somebody else. Jimena, you have group number 2. Okay, somebody else? Group number 3? Someone with group number 3? San Feliz, perfect. Fer, you have group number 3. And I need one more, group number 4. Sylvia? Did I see you raise a hand? No? Danny, do you want to raise your hand? Daniel, you volunteered to be group number 4. Perfect. And San Feliz, your group number 3. Okay, so let me divide the rooms, and we're going to have 4 breakout rooms. Manually create breakout. Okay, assign to Canes, and then assign to Jimena. Jimena. and then assign to San Feliz, and then assign to Daniel Jaime. Daniel Jaime, okay. And now, good. And wait. So what happened? Breakout room 1. We need somebody else for breakout rooms. Open rooms, okay. Oh, perfect. So assign to 1, assign to 2, assign to 3, assign to 4. Don't leave the rooms right now, okay? Assign to 1, assign to 2, assign to 3. Your first task today will be individual. I'm getting good at this. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Group number 1 is going to choose. Let me share my screen again. Share screen. Okay, so group number 1 is going to choose coaching swimming, okay? And individually, you will put your name, your country, and you will pick one skill and one teaching method. And then you will develop how you would teach it, and you would describe the coach behavior. Then group number 2 is going to use coaching cycling. Group number 3 is going to use coaching running. And group number 4, you can choose coaching swimming again, okay? I'm going to send you the links right now. Did you all understand this task, or do you have questions? You didn't understand.
The answers should be discussed, or?
No, so you're going to do it individually. You will have 10 minutes to work on how you would plan a coaching class depending on the method that you used, okay?
Okay, so not everybody in the group should have the same answer.
Exactly. Everybody should have a different answer, because right now you are not going to join the rooms. You are going to work in an individual fashion. Okay? You're going to work individually. Yes, is that clear now?
So for now we stay in the general room.
You stay in the general room. Exactly. Don't go to the breakout rooms. Okay. Let me close all rooms. I just wanted you to know in which room you were.
And Clau, can you share later your screen with the different?
Yes, I'm going to share my screen, exactly. So you're going to be all here, and you are going to see my screen, and you will be able to see, share screen, okay? And you are going to be able to see what type of method is each, okay? So here it is, and here it is. So now you're going to have 10 minutes to fill your Google form individually, depending on your group, okay? Group 1 does swimming, group 2 does cycling, group 3 does running, and group 4 does swimming again, okay?
So, hello.
Yes?
Hi. Zoe, it's just the 2 of us in the group, and we're really not entirely sure what we're doing.
Yes, you should go back to the room. Don't go to the group, okay? This is going to be a 10-minute individual work, Alex.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is group number 1, each coach individually,
okay,
going to answer this on coaching swimming with their name, their country. You're going to pick one of these methods of teaching, one of these skills individually, each their own, and you will develop how you would teach it, and you will describe the coach behavior that you would use. Then group number 2 is going to do that with cycling, and group number 3 is going to do it with running.
Do we have somebody? Sorry.
Which group are we?
Alex, you are in group, let me see, breakout rooms. Alex, you are in group number 4. And Jorge, you are in group number 4 too.
So we are doing coaching, running.
You are doing swimming again. Group number 4 is also doing swimming. Okay.
But do we have the screen you shared? Do we have that available, or we just?
Yes, you will have my screen available, and I'm going to send you again the links. Okay.
Yeah, and we got the links. I got the links, but
Okay.
just the screen you shared. So
Yes, you're going to have this screen. You're not going to the breakout rooms. You are working individually now for 10 minutes.
right. Okay.
So we fill up. So we fill up the form. This
Yes.
form, and then what
Yes.
do we do with it?
We are going to all get together, and then you'll go into your groups and you're going to share them, and then you'll have more tasks. But
Okay.
first you need to fill this form, okay?
Okay, and we can decide which one we're going to take, right? Is that
You
right?
choose the one that you want.
Okay, good. All right.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, it's very cool. Thank
Very
you.
good. So I'll be here if you have any questions,
cool.
and you just start working, okay? We're going to have 10 minutes. Here's my screen, 1920. We're going until 1930, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Almost everybody. Okay, so let's start with group 4. Who has group 4? Daniel.
Me. Great.
Okay. Paco. So you're going to present us your skill. Well,
Yeah,
the one that your
in-
group chose. Okay.
In
Let's go.
in swimming. So our group was in swimming. Actually, we choose the one that 2 members of the group decided to do equally the same. So it's a teaching method, problem solving.
Okay.
And the ability we wanted to teach was navigation. So we defined a random course. There are several points through an open water course, and let the athlete go from one point to the other, and letting them to find the most efficient and the most safe way to go in the fastest manner from one point to the other. Coach behavior to take note is always taking care of the safety of the athlete.
Okay. How would you take care of the safety of the athlete?
Caroline actually proposed to the coach can be in a paddle board, for example,
Okay.
and accompanying
So
them.
follow behind them on a
Follow
paddleboard. So they're not keeping an eye on you, but you're keeping an eye on them from
Okay.
behind.
Well, good idea. Good idea. Anything else? So
Yeah,
the skill.
also-
Yes.
Also, that's something that I think that we would do 2 athletes at a time.
Okay.
So make sure that it's not a big group, so you can keep an eye on everybody else.
Okay.
Just to make sure that you're not missing anybody, and all of a sudden you realize that somebody's gone.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't want to be missing a swimmer ever.
No, at least not in the water.
At least not in the water. Okay. So group 1, you are also swimming. What would you guys do?
Yeah, the skill we're working on is stroke length, and we decided on facilitated discovery.
Okay.
And what we would do is put a maximum number of strokes that the athlete can do to reach the other side of a 25-meter pool.
Mhm.
And the athlete would need to work out how to reach it, if he needs to do more kicks, if he needs to breathe less, breathe more, and he would pretty much have to discover within those stroke limits how to get to the other side.
Okay.
And the coach behavior would be just observe and wait, and do not give any tips, like that he cannot tell the athlete to increase his kick strokes, his kick space, or try to slide more his arms on the water. It'll be more of a self-taught method. And at the end, the coach will have to ask the athlete what self-feedback he has and what discoveries he made from his previous way of stroke length to the new ones, and how can he still improve from that point.
Okay, very good. Group 2, cycling.
So we chose corners and the way of teaching reciprocate. What's it called? Reciprocal learning, exactly.
Okay.
And so the way we would teach it is to get the athletes into pairs. And so first of all, we will explain what they have to do. So let's say go to the, like where there is a corner and like give a turn and come back. But one of the partners will have to be watching while the other one is doing it, and then come back, and then they will change, and each one will give their feedback to each other while the coach is observing how they did the exercise and what they are speaking in their feedback. And after that, the coach will give general feedback on what they did and what the coach thinks happened.
Okay, and let's see, group number 3 with the bike.
The run.
The run, sorry.
We are number 3? I don't know.
Yes.
Group number
Yes,
3
Fer.
has a run, Fer San Feliz.
Yeah, okay.
Fer Paz,
Yeah.
las dos Fers.
Okay. Yes. So we chose in running the body position with reciprocal learning. And well, it will work like this. Athletes will work in pairs. One student observes and corrects his or her teammates. And we would observe all the body position from the head to the feet, straight back, not leaning forward, shoulders under ears, the hips, then correct the knee alignment. And also we proposed that they could record some videos in pairs to watch them and correct each other. And the coach behavior will be just observing and then giving positive feedback and always allowing the teamwork. And that's all.
Okay, very good. So I would like to know, which one did you find the most hard to implement and which one did you find the easier? So I was trying to do it on the poll, but it's kind of complicated. So we're going to do it really easy. For those people who thought that reciprocal learning was the easiest, please raise a hand like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for those who thought that facilitated learning was easiest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. For those of you who thought that problem solving was the easiest, problem solving, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the ones that thought that individual education was the easiest, did anybody do any? No, nobody did any individual education. Okay, that's good. Good. Now what we're going to do is, with this 4th questionnaire, I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. And with this one. Again, you are going to solve this one individually, okay? Let's put just name. No, sorry, you're going to solve this one as a group, okay? In your groups, you're going to solve a coaching triathlon with the group name. Please write here all the collaborators' names, all the coaches in the group. Put a group, put the number of your group and name your group with any which way you would like to name your group. And then pick a teaching method and a skill. Develop it. Plan 3 activities related to the skill. At least one of the activities should be fun. Okay, 1 game and 2 other activities. Describe coach behavior and state 1 to 3 ways a coach should communicate with the athlete. So this will be really, really complete, okay? I'm going to send it to you. Oh, sorry. Shorten link, and I'm going to send it to everybody on the WhatsApp and on the breakout rooms, and I'm going to send you to the breakout rooms. And you will have, again, 20 minutes to do this, okay? From 8 to 8:20, all right? Do you have any questions? No? Okay, so let's work with this and let's go. This will be a group work, okay? But it's quite an extensive assignment and you will have 20 minutes to work in it. And you'll go to your rooms. Remember, at least 1 fun activity. Okay.
Do you want me to share my screen?
Yes, you should be able to share your screen. Yep. You can start sharing your screen.
Okay, just a second. I think you can see me now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we selected, oh my God. Well, it was like I don't know how it was like selected here, but it was like working with some like mindset issues while doing a race. So we selected like put some of the most common problems that happen during a race and let the athlete decide what would he or she do to maintain positive thinking while racing.
Okay.
So second. I don't know how, can I like do it bigger?
Maybe if you want, I could share my screen.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see, where are we?
It won't let me like open it more.
Yeah, wait, because I just, not here. And okay, for some reason, sometimes this happens to me. Back to meeting. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to share my screen. It's okay. Good, share. And let's see the answers. So, which one are you? Number
3.
3? Okay, do you know which of these answers you are? Put some common problems. Okay, this is the one. Time trial, flat tire, this one is yours.
Yes.
Okay.
So the activities related to that skill, what we selected like 3 different like problems. One would be like having a flat tire while during a race. Then the second one would be like having kind of a fear while swimming in open water. And the last one, it's just like a change of course while racing. So the activities that we selected for the first one, it's like the kind of activity, like the kind of the fun activity. So it would be the time trial flat tire changing. It would be like a contest between athletes. So they would have to change the tire like in the faster way, and the ones that finish first and correctly, then they will win. The second one is if the athletes start like swimming in open water, then we can do like some exercises following the athlete with like a kayak or a paddleboard while testing open water swimming. And the last one, like change of course.
Okay, and then coach behavior.
I think I just go through that, but yeah, it was like give the athlete some problems and issues. 15 the athlete initiate. Yeah, that was the first one's ours.
And this one?
The first one would be approach each athlete and answer the questions or give like just oral orientation while changing a flat tire. The second one would be giving some confidence and encouragement to the athlete that you will always be by their side, like following them with the kayak or the paddleboard, and that everything will be okay with them. And the last one would be like giving assurance to the athlete that even if the course has a change, everything will be fine. They just have like to adapt and keep positive while doing the race, and just focus on the goal, and maybe like to change the plans, to change their plans and to adapt like maybe hydration, food, how can they like administer energy and pace and whatever.
Okay, very good. So group one, somebody from the group one. Did you like their fun activity? Someone who's on group one? Ganes, gente de tu grupo. Somebody. Who else was in group one? Let me see. Breakout rooms. Ganes, Keisha, Marisa, Sasha, Sharon, or Sylvia. Did you find their fun activity to be fun or not?
What, changing a flat tire?
Yes.
I think could be fun.
Okay.
But it could be frustrating.
Yes.
If they don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and also, I mean, flat tire changing can also be a little bit under pressure. So having like a competition time trial puts that pressure a little bit higher. So everybody like competing against each other, seeing somebody getting ahead of you, of course, I mean, it would be fun.
Okay. So I think I would enjoy it as a coach. I'm not sure if I would enjoy it as an athlete, but it's cool. It's cool. Okay, so now group two. Group two, you are the cyclist, right? So present what you are doing. You can use my share screen again. Share screen, share. So group two. Group two.
I'm here.
Okay. Group two?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, we choose the pace that the pacing for the whole event.
Okay.
Can you go down a little bit, Claudia, please? Scroll down. Thank you. Well, the idea is that the most common problems that are happening during the race is that the athlete is start very hard, and the problem of that is when you start very hard, most of the main problems is that at the end of the competition you are completely bored, and then you can't complete the competition in good shape. That's the idea. No, then the idea is that during the trainings we have to tell the athlete how he can know his FTP and how to handle it. That the idea is that monitoring the athlete and by the athlete by himself, he has monitoring all his FTP to know how to do it. And the other thing it is that it depends on the distance of the triathlon, because if it is a sprint, the athlete can go to the maximum FTP. If it is Olympic, he can do it, but in the half distance and full Ironman, I mean, it's going to be quite difficult to go to the top of the ATP. No. Then the idea is that the coach gives the best training to how to control the FTP and not to start with all the effort. You know. Then we go to scroll down, Claudia, please. Yep. Okay, the 1 to 3 activities. I think this is not us, or
one of these should be you. This was San Feliz group. You would be this one, the second one, the second answer. This one, yeah.
Okay. Then the fun activities. The idea is to running in groups and changing the leader of the group. Then so the group can maintain the that one. No, that's not the fun one, but that's one of the activities. Running, cycling in groups and changing the leader of the group, that the group can maintain the pace. That's one. The second one is riding for an hour with a high cadence, and then trying to keep that pace. And the third, that is the fun activity, is the athlete go in the lightest gear, and they have an every lap, they drop a piece of the gear, and do it in groups.
I don't think I understood that one. How do they drop a piece of gear?
I think Glenn can explain better than me, because he's the one that proposed that.
Okay, Glenn, can you explain?
Yes, what I do is like because I train a lot of youth and beginner athletes also. I say, okay, at the last piece of the training, sometimes I let them go in the lightest gear, and each 2 laps, they drop a gear, like one cock. They drop one cock.
Okay.
And so they do until they reach the last cock of the small plate in the front.
Okay.
And in the beginning, it's like really funny because you see these legs and spinning like crazy the whole time.
Okay. So very good. Group 4, Daniel. What do you think about the fun activity? No, we still need to talk about coach behavior and communication. So we're still with this group.
Okay.
This one, the second one.
Yeah. Well, the idea is that we have to teach the athlete how to know the FTP. That's the whole idea of the paragraph, is to teach the athlete to know their own FTP during the trainings. It's basically and explain him how to do it, doing some trials during the trainings, and at least once a month to perform the FTP and see how is the performance. And then according with that number, it's how he will do the competition. And 3 ways to the coach to communicate with the athlete is, which one is ours, Cloud? The second one? Okay. One is talking with the athlete. That's one way. The other one is that we can write with the athlete and communicate directly with talking and with signals. And the other one is to, after the exercise, listen the athlete what is his or her experience and how was the performance. And then
Okay.
based on that, do something.
Very good. Very good. You were with facilitated discovery, right? You chose facilitated discovery, okay. While they're practicing, okay. Remember that the coach behavior has to be extremely related to the teaching method, okay? The teaching method will lead you to the coach behavior. Very good. So group 4, what do you think about their fun activity? Who's in group 4? El grupo de Daniel.
I like it. I think it could be really fun to watch if we suppose they are young, to watch them to go with a really light and high cadence. My only concern, and I think it's a really extreme, it could be related to safety. I don't know if with a high cadence and really light gear, control can be loose, and that would be my only concern, but I like it.
Okay, okay. Caroline, you were going to say something?
No,
You're fine? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Jimena's group. You go. Jimena's group has, yeah.
We already did it, Claudia.
Okay.
Jimena's group.
Okay, then Canes group.
Maybe Sylvia or Kisha can help us.
Yeah. Somebody else that is not Canes, please. I have heard too much about Canes. No. Okay, so somebody.
That is Susan.
Okay, then the fun. Yeah.
Can you?
Here you are with. What did you decide to teach?
Nutrition.
This one?
No, nutrition.
Nutrition. Okay, nutrition through facilitated discovery. Okay?
Yeah.
And you must be this one, the third one.
Right, yes. So we'll be doing the Olympic distance triathlon. That's the what the athlete is going to be doing, and they're competing for age group. So what we're going to do, we're going to set a number of rules on how much carbs that they will require, what an athlete will require. So therefore, we're giving them the knowledge that is, the base knowledge that is needed for a typical event, right? So they will require how much, whether this is food, gels, carb drinks that they may need.
Okay, and then what will be the activities? This is the third one.
Which one is, okay, right.
This one.
So we're going to give them a drill where during running drills, they're going to have to try to either grab a gel, banana, or energy bar while someone is trying to feed them along the course. So this is a sort of a fun activity as well, where it is they have to learn to basically get your nutrition on the course of how it is you're going to open your gel or peel your banana and eat it while it is you're running. Next one.
Here.
Oh, right, sorry. All right, so you're going to do a combo drill where the athlete will have to eat something, right? Oh no, the athlete cannot eat anything while it says they're doing the first drill.
Okay.
And then they're going to eat something the second time, and then they'll be able to compare how it says they felt the second time with the nutrition. So they'll be able to give us feedback as to how they felt, if they had more energy, if they had less energy going through the course. And that way they'll be able to figure out, because there's some athletes that don't don't eat during the course. So they will figure out for themselves which one is best for them and how they will feel. Right, and the next one is another fun one. They have to try to open either jelly beans or gummy bears while riding without dropping a single one.
Wow, okay, very good. So, group 3, what do you think about the, no, wait. Let's do the coach behavior first. You should be this one.
Right, so so on the course, while we're teaching them, we're mainly highlighting the safety of the athlete's health and condition before, during, and after a drill because a lot of energy might be lost. We'll also be using educational, where it says we would give them the tips as to what are the basic carbs and stuff that's needed during an event. And then we're going to ask for feedback as to how the athlete felt while it is doing the events, the tasks, and post-exercise, how does the athlete feel after the activities with the recovery and after the drills, and which one was help them, they felt that they recovered faster.
Okay, and then this one.
Which one is that?
The communication is the third one.
I'm looking for it.
Here.
Yeah. It's down the bottom. It's down the bottom.
Yeah. So we're going to give him or her information on the average intake, which is what we discussed earlier with the education part. You're going to give them tips of certain things they can do at home. So certain things that they can probably, like shakes and stuff that they can make that will help them. And information on different products as well. And we're going to ask the athletes to keep a log as to what it is they would have taken and what exercises they did. So later on, we can review this log with them to see which method of nutrition they chose and which one worked best for them.
Very good, very good. And so group 3 from San Feliz. Do you think that giving them information on the average intake or during a competition is facilitated discovery, or that would be another teaching method? Group 3?
That's individual learning, is it?
Yeah, no, because you're giving them the information. What happens when you're giving them the
information?
information?
Right. Yeah.
Direct order.
It's probably direct order or task assignment. So it might be interesting to just let them find it.
No, but Claudia, on that one, if you tell them how much intake the average would be needed, but then they have to by themselves discover how to produce that average of calories.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
that would be something different. I'm not telling them to, you have to eat 3 apples. It's more like, okay, you need around 200 calories, something like that. So find out by yourself what would be 200 calories for you.
I agree with that.
I think that's what we were aiming for with that answer.
Okay.
It's guided.
Okay. Very good. And so now we have the last team who hasn't presented.
I think everybody has it. You know?
Everyone.
No, the group 4 did not present it yet.
Yeah, so group 4, go now. Who's in your group?
Caroline, Stacy, Marcos, not Lee.
Okay, so who wants to go that is not Daniel? Because he already talked. Who goes? Let's see, I'm going to, Alex, you go.
Oh God, okay. I can't see it though. I can't see it. No, you just have to, if you can share it. I can't see it.
Yes, I am sharing it. So you decided possibly transition skills or?
You're so bad, Oleg. It's bad. Okay, if I can see it, I need to see it because I can you open up that
Yes.
one again?
Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't open my
Do you
screen.
need your glasses,
Yes.
Alex?
Oh my
There it
God.
is.
I know I can,
Here.
no, it's, oh, there it is.
Here
We got your back,
Yes.
Alex. We got
Oh,
your
thank
back.
you,
We
thank
got
you. I
this.
appreciate
Remember, we are
that.
the Fantastic Four. Okay, so we got this.
Yeah.
That's who we are. We are the Fantastic Four. So
Go
we,
Fantastic Four.
so, and can you go up a bit? I can't really. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
What do you need?
Oh God.
I guess you guys did this transition skills or
Yes.
Yes.
transition skills
Yes.
through problem solving. Okay.
Yes.
Very
Exactly.
good. And
We
you're
got
at this one, the fourth one.
Yes. So as you can see, we kept it short and sweet. So so what we decided is we gave the athletes a task and let them find the best way to get out of transition.
Okay.
And so our fun game, we start with the fun one. Is that
No,
the
the
fun
fun
one?
one's
Oh,
at
no, it
the
wasn't the
end.
fun one. Initially, sorry. Okay. So the first one was we gave them a pair of elastic bands and let them discover they used we gave them some tips. So we said, okay, it has to do with the bike. So how could you use these elastic bands to make your transition easier on the bike? And we're also expecting everybody to have cleats. So we're expecting nobody has like trainers or sneakers on.
Okay.
And then the second one was that we have two athletes. One athlete does the transition, and the other athlete watches and points out or taking notes, and then they get together afterwards and give some advice, and then they do it the other way around, and then they basically have a little powwow afterwards and say, okay, what worked, what didn't work, what can be done better. And then the third one, that's the fun one. We're having so much fun. The athletes set their transition, and then that was Caroline's suggestion, by the way. And so the athletes set their transition, and then they are sort of sent away. So they pretend they're coming out of the water, and meanwhile the coach messes the items up a bit. So I don't know, put their helmet upside down, or put their shoes on the other side, or something like that. So they're actually starting to be able to function even when there is like a stressful situation. Say there's a lot of wind, for example, and your stuff is flown all over the place, or that sort of thing.
Okay.
And
coach
as you can
behavior.
see, again, we kept that really brief.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, so the coach basically stands in the background and observes, but is ready to assist when needed.
Okay.
And the coach's behavior would be just hands signs, face signals, non-verbal if able.
If needed. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, you know, I've done that game, also messing the transition. And another thing that we have done a lot of times is to mess their bikes. So the athletes have to go and arrive in their bike and review everything with their bike to make sure that they can ride it. And it's a really good game to help people learn to be sure about a safe bike before riding, to get accustomed to that. So that's really cool. Okay, so now the thing is this. If you can see, we are now starting to relate coach behavior to the type of learning, and it's not just we are the coaches, we give the orders, you do the things, and that's it, okay? Now we need to get a little bit more creative. We need to work a little bit more on our fun games. We can find those on, there's a lot of videos and games. Triathlon is really a fun sport. So what will happen now is this. For our final evaluation, you have a task stated tomorrow. Let me find it because I already uploaded it, but let me just open recent final remote evaluation. And I'm going to share, okay, and I'm going to share my screen so that this will be very clear, okay? I really want you to understand this one. So what we're going to do is this. Depending on your name, you will choose a skill and teaching method from the swimming form or the cycling or the running or the coaching triathlon, okay? You will do 2 5-minute videos. The first video should include an introduction, the explanation, demonstration, and execution. And the second video will have execution, feedback, and self-reflection, okay? The introduction will be the name of the coach without surnames, country, state where you train, and completed level, as well as safety measures for the session. The content should be well planned, short and sweet, clear to the point, and make sure the lesson is prepared according to the teaching method chosen. Okay, so you really need to be very clear with your coach behavior and the work that you're going to do. The video can be recorded with a cell phone or camera, and the only requirement is that the video is understandable, good audio, and clear. Okay? For swimming, cycling, and running, you will add on the form. I will add on the form what was added on coaching triathlon. So for swimming, cycling, and running, I am going to add the, let me see here. I am going to add the activities, the ways to communicate with the coach, and the coach behavior, okay? This is the final evaluation. If you have any questions at all, you just need to ask. It's not a problem. You will have 6 weeks to do this. So I know that we have our next session, I think it was for around the 4th of October or something like that, but we're going to push it to the end of October so that you will have the 6 weeks to do this, and we will have sessions of only 2 or 3 people together so that you will be able to present your videos and explain what you're doing, the activities and everything, okay? Does anybody have any questions? No?
No,
Well,
I tried opening the links today, but only the swimming was working.
really?
Yeah, not sure why.
Can everybody else review if you can open the links? Did you try from the ones that I sent on the page? Those were the ones that were incorrect?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a favor, everybody. It's posted starting today, I think.
Yeah.
But, okay, I will change it tomorrow, and please review it until Friday, okay? So that I'm sure that the links are working and all the questions and everything, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And if any questions should arise, please just ask, okay? If anybody would have problem with the dates that I open for the 2 or 3 persons to 1 lesson, just let me know, and I'm sure that I can open another time, another schedule available. It's not a problem. You will all have a time to present, but the idea is to do it in smaller groups so that we will be able to talk a little bit more, okay? Very good. And now we just need to finish some weeks of work on the platform, but we are finished with our face-to-faces, okay? I am really going to miss you. I had a lot of fun.
Claudia,
yes.
I have a proposal or a proposition for whoever is interested in the group. We spoke in group 4. We spoke about how about doing a social ride on Swift.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we were thinking about trying to figure it out in the group what day is better for everybody that works out for everyone. Maybe of course those who are using Swift do a social ride, you know, set it up in a way. You have different ways to set it up on Swift, so we can set it up in a way that everybody stick together, so nobody's trying to leave anybody behind or nobody's left behind or whatsoever. So
Okay.
everybody, you know, maybe we can crack some jokes and maybe we can just release a little bit of tension away from the course itself and get, you know, to know each other a little bit better.
Yes, I think that would be really, really cool. And yeah, that's also the reason why I opened the Jamboard. I'm going to share my screen again. This has no date and this is not an assignment. It's just that this is our Jamboard, okay? This is ours. Yeah, I will leave it open for you for whenever you want. I found it really cool that we all seem to like nature a lot.
Yeah,
no?
and the beach.
Yeah, we all seem to like people a lot. Sylvia, you love the whole world, but you guys have families, friends. These are my friends from the ITU. We all seem to have fun doing triathlon and sports. We all like it. So I think we do have a lot in common, and yeah, let's feel this. And if you guys have any idea and want to add something here, this is yours, okay? This is exactly to complete Jorge's idea, which is really good, of yeah, getting to know each other aside from the group, and it would be really cool that you guys can keep in contact and ask questions and see what you guys are doing. And maybe in some ITU groups, people are organizing camps together or things like that. They're visiting each other. I know we cannot travel right now, but the idea would be, yeah, to form a community, okay?
So
because that is what coaching is about.
So, you know, no stress of big commitment. Whoever feels like wants to be part of the Swift ride that we're gonna do. I mean, we can start off with one. If you guys feel like doing more than one, that's okay. Even, you know, at some point, whoever wants to like do some training together and stuff like that is really always, I think it always is very motivating when you are cycling, even if it is virtually with somebody that you know, it kind of made the job a little bit less hard. So just drop, I think I drop on the WhatsApp group, whatever your name is in Swift. We can start following each other, and then we can discuss what time and what we want to do, and then we can take it from there. Just make sure that if you are able to have the Swift companion, so it is a little bit easier for you to drop a comment than if you are just in one screen. So you can have maybe like one on your laptop, iPad, I mean, whatever you use for Swift. You can use the main, so for like the main screen, and then you can open the Swift companion app on another device, and so you can shoot text and messages and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I think that we can crack jokes about, you know, how we look on Swift or whatever, you know, or you know, or I think that whatever, something that is related to school, to the course, anything, just a way of, you know, get to know each other a little bit better and change a little bit the dynamic as well.
Very good. Yeah, great idea.
Well, yeah, what we did that during the lockdown. So we were a group of girls who were riding together, and some people were not on Swift. So what we had for these people, we also had a Zoom. So we had Zoom as well as Swift. So the people who wanted to ride but were not on Zwift, so they could still take part. They were not part of the group ride on Zwift, but they were still part of the, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have one more question, something totally unrelated. I looked at my uploaded tasks and I did them all so far. So, well, not all of them, the form I haven't done, but it still looks like there is one which is not uploaded, and I checked and I uploaded them all. So I don't know why.
There's, you know, remember
Yeah, that was
we
one
had
that she
this.
uploaded twice by mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
exactly.
one that's always going to be missing. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
okay.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Try not to worry. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. By the end of the...
I have the same, but it is a different one that didn't upload for some reason. So I emailed it to you. This was quite a long time ago. I'm not sure if you ever got it.
Yeah, you know, what I'm going to do by the end of the course, which, because everybody had something like that, and it's really time consuming to start uploading everybody's tasks. So what I'm going to do on the last couple of weeks is I'm going to open all of them so that you guys can upload what's missing and complete your work. I'm not doing this right now because the list is so extensive that the current assignments get lost. And I don't want you to, you know, really get lost into that mess. So just like the last couple of, so just keep your assignments, the one that you didn't hand in time, keep them so that when I open everything, you just can upload what's missing and that's okay, okay?
Okay.
Are you going to give us feedback on them?
Yes, we had a problem for the past month, I think, that I couldn't open the tasks. I could just see if they were uploaded or not. So they are fixing that from the webmaster. And it's terrible because I am way behind on the assignments. But yes, the idea is to give you feedback on the most important ones, okay?
Okay.
Any other questions? No? Good? Okay, very good. So guys, thank you for everything and see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
job,
I think we
everybody.
should have one more big get together.
Okay, whenever you want to, we can do that.
Okay.
Sounds
With
good.
wine. Let's have some wine when we do that.
Ooh,
Okay,
yes.
okay, yes, we can do that.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much, Claudia. Fantastic.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone. See you
See
soon.
ya.
Goodbye, take care.
Bye. Bye.
See you in
Bye.
Swift.
Bye. Yes.
See you on
Bye.
Swift.
Miss out everything because of work. Claudia, all the best. I
Bye.
sent you a WhatsApp.
Yeah, I received it.
One
Don't
of them.
worry. With a
Yes.
PDF on swimming. Don't worry. I received that.
Yes. All right, I'll go through the others and send them to you.
Okay.
All right. Have a blessed day.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye-bye.